We're almost live. Okay. Good morning to
Welcome
both.
to Coffee Beanery Sip and Share. I'm Laurie,
I'm Patti.
I'm Britton.
or as Tracy Bulby would say,
The CB girls.
Oh.
the CB girls, and we never know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
No, he said, yeah.
It's a guy, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Britton was golfing
Yeah.
with him.
He was like, I see your lives.
impersonating us.
was pretty funny.
Maybe Tracy Bulby would like to come to a live.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
Or Logan.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, does Logan even have a job? I was joking with him. Like, I swear I see him like once a week at least at the office in the middle of the day.
That's funny.
What did he say?
He said, yeah. He said when he like drives by here, so he'll stop in here when he's driving by.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, he has been in here quite often.
Yeah. Just funny.
Yeah. Welcome back. How was Florida?
It's so nice that, most people, as they celebrate their birthday, especially as you get older, just like, oh, whatever. Well, my friends are so gracious that I go there to Florida for my birthday week, and they get me cake every night.
Yay.
So it's really fun.
That's
I
nice.
kind of feel bad, though, because my friend's birthday is January 1st, which is
That's a
arguably
horrible
one
birthday.
of the worst birthdays.
Yeah.
Well, and now it's her son's birthday, right?
Yeah.
So she shares a birthday on
So
a
I
horrible
say
day.
like it's her half birthday almost. Like she should
Yeah.
just share my birthday.
Yes.
with me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I got an unexpected surprise. I'm such a blonde sometimes. My daughter, London, called on my birthday and said, "Happy birthday." And she's like, "What are you doing? Are you up to anything fun?" I said, "Oh, I just got to Florida. I'm getting Chick-fil-A. And
Filet.
I'm on my way to check in." And she's like, "I'm in Florida too."
Because she lives there. Yeah.
I forgot my daughter lived in Florida. So her and her husband actually came and joined me for the weekend, and then she stayed the whole week. And I've not seen London for a whole week in years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you got to spend more time with her
They
too.
live
really
in Florida,
nice.
but they're not like when they're on the boat and stuff. They're not in Florida.
Yeah, I think she was on the live before
he
talking
says your
about
mic's a bit off.
Oh,
Where
I
is
don't
your
have
mic?
a mic.
Thank you, Bill. That's because it's on the floor.
Because I never hooked it in. I don't know where it is.
It's right here. There you go. Bill, thanks for always being our
Yes.
IT tech. What would we do without you? I mean, how do we survive every day? We don't actually know.
My mic is off.
Literally.
That would be why we have an issue.
So London, our youngest daughter, was able to join me in Florida.
Second to youngest daughter.
Second to youngest.
Yeah.
Our youngest of the 5.
Yeah.
So thank you, Bill, keeping us on track.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it was really nice.
Fun.
I had a really nice week, and I did not do Disney.
That's shocking to me that you went to Florida and didn't do Disney.
It is pricing people out.
It's so expensive.
It's like $165 just to get in.
You're kidding.
Then it's $25 if you want to do Rise of the Resistance. It was another $35 for Genie Plus.
Wait. All
And
the
then
rides aren't
food's
included now?
expensive.
You have to pay extra for certain rides?
To like not wait in line, and it's a busy week.
Yeah.
Well, you still like wait in line. It's just
you
not
still wait
as
in line.
much of a line.
Yeah.
And
then food.
And food.
And honestly, I just wanted the date. I kept debating on it because I do love to go, and I love Disney, but it's just like I just kind of wanted a day, because 2 young kids were with us. I just kind of wanted a day to just sit in the sun and relax.
Yeah.
And then London ended up coming. It worked out great.
Yeah,
so
that does work out good.
Yeah.
Hi, Deborah.
Makes sense.
Hi, Deborah.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a day to yourself, especially when you're on vacation. Like when we were in Arizona, you're just like, I'm not going to go to any more classes. This is my one time without my 2 young kids, and I'm just going to sit by the pool and read uninterrupted, and that's all I want to do.
I did do that
and respect,
times. For a family of 4 with extras, $1,200 for one day.
Insane.
That's just nuts. It's
insane.
So
That's what my friends went with 2 kids, and it was $800 just for the tickets, and then it was another $100 for the Rise of Resistance because I went to Hollywood Studios.
Well, then there's
and then it was another $35 a person, and that's not even that's not even gift shops or food.
Because I mean, you're there, so you're gonna buy stuff. Even the Spirit jersey that I got last time was like $80 or $90 or something, and
Yeah.
it's a long sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah.
But it's just
Yeah.
funny because back in the day, I mean, we went to Disney with the kids. It was like our one splurge we did a year, and I think we went one day. I think we always went to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But we go in, immediately sign up for Cinderella's dinner,
Yeah.
which was our big splurge of the trip. We didn't even know there were character meets. We didn't even know hardly anything. And we just wandered around all day and had fun.
Yeah.
But I do think I said I had 3 under 3 a lot.
Well, they
I
had
was getting
They're
those
getting
triplets
tall.
in quick.
Yeah.
they had like big playgrounds though. Like Toontown was like basically a
Yes.
giant playground. That whatever that ant thing was like a
ant.
giant playground.
Yeah,
Like
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
yeah, so like it wasn't all even rides and stuff. They had like
That's
literal
true.
playgrounds.
Yeah, things you could
where
do.
we'd just spend hours.
And the Toontown with the Minnie's house.
Yeah, that's why I said Toontown.
I was just really
I
bummed
love
when they got rid of
Toontown.
it. That
Yeah.
Minnie's house was adorable.
Yeah.
We went to Disney, 9 years ago with my 3 boys who turns out really didn't know anything about Disney or any of the
Yeah.
Disney stuff. So I'm, they're geeking out going, Ariel, we're going to go see Ariel. And they're like, who's that?
Oh
They
my
could have cared
gosh.
less.
Oh yeah, that is a horrible trip for
Yeah.
you. You need to go with a princess person.
Yes. And we
Princess-loving
didn't see
person.
any parades because it was so hot that the boys just wanted to go back and swim at the hotel.
Oh, and
Not
that
one
was
parade.
another thing. It was 95 to 100 degrees all week.
Yes,
And I
no.
just thought, it's miserable to walk
Yeah.
around when
Yeah.
it is that hot
No.
and crowded. Hot and crowded.
Does the Mickeys inside the costume have air conditioning? Because that would be horrendous
Well,
to be
because
inside
it
those
was
costumes.
you were
Those
there
smells.
like Memorial
Yeah.
Day week too, so a lot of people try to go when they have the extra day
The
off.
extra
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
That's when we
Absolutely.
went, and it was horrendous. Like
Spring break,
hot,
Memorial, and even October when we go when it falls on Columbus Day because of
Yeah.
that extra day, it can get busy.
yeah.
Or sometimes by that Halloween stuff.
Oh, the pool
Oh,
was
yeah.
crazy. Thank goodness Chuck got cabanas for us because the pool there was not a chair in sight.
That's
Yikes.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
not usually like that.
It was busier than we've seen in a long time.
Dang. Yeah.
I mean, good and bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Good for the tourism industry in Orlando.
Yeah.
I think people are just spending more time by the pool because they're not going to Disney
Could be.
because it's just so expensive.
Could be.
Yeah. When you guys,
There's enough to do.
And then we're like,
Yeah.
there's so much there to do. That's why I was trying for October. It's like, I mean, maybe we want to do Legoland, or I know not this year, but next year, I think everybody will be old enough to do the dolphin.
Okay.
So we can do Discovery Cove and SeaWorld in that week, and those will be our big things.
how
to
old
do.
do you have to be to do the
I
dolphin?
think 7.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So he
Okay.
would be.
Oh.
No.
Well, Estelle could do it last time we
Yes.
went, right?
Yeah.
she could.
But she wouldn't have been 7.
I think so. 6. I think Dallas would just be old enough this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just figure another year.
It's the water's cold.
Yeah.
It's slippery.
Yeah.
It's, that's fine.
yeah.
Just to have them, and then that will be and then I'll be able to get, because by Thanksgiving there was 40% off.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that was nice.
You should do the manatee experience again. Didn't you guys do that a couple years ago?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. In Florida, you can go to Crystal Lake or something, and you have to go find the manatees. It's not like it's a zoo.
Yeah.
It's open water, and you actually have to go find out where they are.
Oh, nice.
And then you can't touch the manatees.
No.
It's like a federal serious
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah.
So you just literally lay on top of the water and just stare
They're
down
allowed
at
to
them.
bump into you, but you can't
Well,
touch them.
I saw a video of a manatee literally hugging someone's
Yeah.
leg, and I would
so pet it.
I
don't even
think
care.
I'd have to. How
If
do you
it
not have the
were-
manatee?
Well,
Hugging
no, if it comes to you, Branson may have put his leg out because it was floating by.
Yeah,
but there was a baby. There was
Yeah.
a mom and an aunt, we're calling it, and
Yeah.
a little bit. She had lost her child, so she was bonding with this other, and a little
Aw.
bit, and the baby was so.
Yeah, you guys
cute.
did that the
I
day
love
before we got
manatees.
there or
Aw.
something. But my
Yeah.
kids wouldn't
The
have been
kids
old
were
enough.
Too little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, also if you're in the water the manatees are, you're also in water where gators are, right?
You're in the ocean. They're in fresh water.
No,
usually.
I saw a video the other day where a gator.
There's people us. We went out
Yeah.
with guides, and they're
Yeah.
keeping an eye on.
I think
their
it's
surroundings and
pretty
stuff.
rare for gators to be in salt water.
And then we're not in the marsh,
Yeah.
but it is salt water.
Yeah, I mean, I saw
They're
a
in
video
fresh
where
water,
they
though.
literally they were looking at manatees, and then all of a sudden a gator
well,
comes
there's
by.
manatees
Yeah.
in fresh water too.
Yeah.
But you go out to the salt
we
water.
went to the
Yeah.
salt water.
I don't know. Florida is just a special kind of hell for me with all those
And I
snakes.
didn't know my dad
gators
can't
and-
swim or float.
Yeah. Oh,
So
seriously?
it's terrifying. Yeah, my dad, I mean, I'm like,
Can't float?
He's drowning. He's drowning. And the people are going, no, he's fine. I'm like, no, he's not. And all I saw is my dad's eyes above the water, and they were so big. So
Did he never learn to float?
He
or?
doesn't. He's a sinker. He does not float. He had like 2
Not all
noodles.
people can
He had a
float.
What?
thing.
Yeah.
And he does not
like,
float.
We're too floaty.
Okay,
So,
I've never heard
so
of this
like,
before.
we did Discovery Cove, and we did the sea, like they put the helmets on you and you walk around.
Super cool. If you haven't done it, it's super cool.
We couldn't keep we were
maybe.
having trouble keeping our feet on the ground because we're too floaty. So they can
You
put
have
a
to put
weight.
weights
Yeah, they
on
can
you.
put a
when I
weight
scuba
belt on
dive, they had to put weight belts
which
on
the
me.
helmets
And he
already.
said it's not because I look fluffy. It's like you don't know if you're a floater or not by looking at someone. Because I'm like, oh wow, I'm awfully floaty here.
Yeah.
Well, even like it's funny because Jason had got me a little like blow up hot tub, which was pretty nice, but I get irritated because I can't like sit on the ground in it. Like I have to have like a seat or something because I just keep floating up in the water.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So my dad sinks.
Yeah, just like
so
a rock.
like literally,
like I don't think he could even swim
Kevin
fast enough to
and
keep
Houston
himself
had
up.
to hold him up when we went out there.
I have
to
never
see
heard
the,
of this.
Yeah,
thing.
people
Yeah,
can just be
and
sinkers.
people, if you can't swim, you may be a sinker.
Wow.
Because we tried to teach this kid in the Dominican or something we're at. He couldn't swim. We're like, oh, we'll help teach you to swim. The kid just.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be really scary if you just sink.
I wonder if they're like what part of your body makes you like a floater or sinker. Like, do you hold air somewhere, or I don't know.
I think my legs and my chest are floaters, but my booty's a sinker.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with how big you are.
No,
or you're like I don't know what it has to do with. Now I'll have to research.
There's some weight in these hips.
Like fish have like a swim bladder, right? So there's got to be something. I don't know. Weird.
Apparently, we need to go back to anatomy school or something.
Anatomy.
I don't know.
I don't even think we we took like biology, but we didn't take like anatomy in school necessarily. No. Like it might have been like a segment or like a lesson.
Yeah, because when we learned about the pelvis, I was shocked.
Yeah, I didn't learn
like
about
how
that.
many. Yeah, the different layers of the pelvis. I'm like, I have no idea.
The pelvic floor.
All this stuff.
At the spa thing. Yeah, they took a class
on the pelvic floor. And it's like, it seems like they should teach you this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, so this is so weird, but there's a video the other day and this girl was like, why do I have those dimply things on my chin when I flex it? Mm-hmm. Did you know that there is a muscle in your chin and it looks, those like Twizzler ropes that have like a bunch of them. So it like looks like the peel apart one. It looks like that, but then at the end of it, it's like they're all separated like this, and that's what all those little things on your chin are when you flex it.
So like if you have a chin dimple, like John Travolta,
like these,
like a butt chin.
No, like all those little tiny dimples that you have that you see. It's it's the weirdest thing. You have to look this up.
I have a dimple
I've seen
in my
this.
chin. Okay, I'm gonna look at my
It's
camera.
only when you like flex it really hard. Muscle.
How do you flex your chin?
You did it.
There.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, see, there's like
it's
little,
the weirdest
like
looking
dimply things.
Like it looks like this.
Oh wow,
that's in your chin.
That's bizarre.
Did you know that?
No.
So is that
I
why
wish you could
can do
see
face yoga?
Google it. Google muscle in your chin. It looks so weird.
Because face yoga is supposed to work. I paid honestly for a face yoga app, and I just can't find it.
Well, what do you mean, like to like get rid of like this and stuff?
So they said
like they do like
they can do Botox and chin massage,
and it really does help keep your face.
Oh wow, who knew?
Because I'm sure those muscles can get like swollen and stuff, just
that
like any
If
other.
there's muscles in your face and you're working them out. Maybe, but if you overwork them.
A couple years ago, they had an ad for like a thing that you like chewed in your mouth to like work out like your jowls. But I'm just gonna say it looked like a ball gag.
So you probably just could have used that.
I think you could.
Well, there is like
whatever that
or you do all these weird stuff. I have no idea. It would look really weird when you see it.
I just love all the random things that you can find for sale on the internet where you're just like, I never knew I needed
now
that.
It's all the chin straps are coming up. I must have like researched something. Now it's like, oh, your
now our phones that are in here are
needs.
going to come up with all these weird ads.
I got an ad
and what
from,
you just said, we're going to get really weird.
Yeah, right. Yesterday I got an ad from Shein on my thing, and I actually clicked on it because I was like, I don't even understand this. It was like a picture of an ear, but the ear part was saran wrapped.
What?
And I was like, or like shrink wrapped.
Why?
Yeah. And I was like, what? Logan's worried about the camera or something.
No, it's the mic. I don't think hers is on.
No, she keeps putting her hair over it.
Yeah.
I think she just keeps putting her hair
why
over
was
it.
the ear saran wrapped?
I don't know.
Okay.
I clicked on it and it went nowhere, but I really wanted to know why this, and it looked like a human ear saran wrapped, because I was like, well, maybe.
That scared me, like there's bugs in your ear.
Well,
what if that's
I was
what it's
thinking
for?
maybe it was
What
like
if
a
at night
jewelry.
the bugs don't crawl in
Yeah.
your ears?
You just put them on your ears at night.
I don't know. It was
Ear wraps?
wild.
I would buy ear covers. This is a great invention. Ear covers, so stuff doesn't go in your ears at night.
Oh,
I don't know. And that's what I thought. Maybe it was like one of the like jewelry displays that they use for earrings or something, or piercing or something. But it looked like a human face with a saran wrapped ear. So I don't know. It was wild.
I love when people are like, "This is what my Wish ad showed me today," and it's something just like, "What in the name of the love is that?"
And I was looking up safety earring backings for Estelle.
So it did save ears.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know.
Did you see the ads for the toupees they make for?
What?
They make it.
Where do you see this stuff?
It's on the Wish ads.
I don't get Wish ads. I will now that I've said it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You guys are loving the new coffees.
Oh my gosh.
So much new coffee going out. Yes, I'm changing the subject.
Oh, did she?
I always laugh. I always know when I get it crazy.
Am I not plugged in?
Or your battery died?
Oh, nice.
Bill, I don't know. Bill did say somebody's mic wasn't working. We thought it was just because it was on the floor.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the battery.
Hey, I stepped on it.
New coffees, like all the new coffees, or
yeah. I mean, all of them are, the 3 brand new flavors are like
the 4 or the 3
going
is
nuts.
The most popular. I pulled a lot of
apricot, maybe.
Oh, I was gonna say chocolate peanut butter or cherry vanilla.
I was gonna go apricot too. That I thought was and then the new pod flavors. I think butter pecan or chocolate marshmallow.
Thank you.
I did pull a lot of cherry vanilla though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cherry vanilla. And then butter pecan and chocolate marshmallow have been going crazy. So those are in pods. Bill, Logan's asking you if the microphone sounds better.
I guess I have to talk.
Yeah.
To make it work.
So now all of our flavors are available in pods.
Regular and decaf.
Yeah.
And then we have new stuff still coming.
Yeah.
When are those?
So
July 1st.
Well, we're not doing
1st.
like a big release so much on those. They're kind of going up as we get them, but we'll do a big announcement then.
Okay.
Oh,
just because it's on, but there's a snapping sound going on.
Oh, that's so weird.
Logan.
Snapping sound.
That's so weird. Is it annoying?
My hair.
Really annoying.
I just won't talk. Or is it a continuous snapping
I
sound?
don't think that you could just not talk if you tried.
She's like, watch me, stubborn. So there is I
can start saying really crazy stuff to make you shut me down.
Unflavored pods coming your way. Oh, he's coming back. Snapping. Bill said there's snapping.
Yeah.
He heard it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Like a snapping turtle.
Oh,
what about turtles?
We've had a lot of turtle issues lately.
Tell us more.
We pushed a snapping turtle across the road.
I almost hit one last night, but I didn't. So
and
I'm glad.
Then it's snapping whether Laurie's speaking or not.
Oh.
Okay, Logan's in here trying to fix it.
That's so weird.
Well, so it's not just me.
Mm-hmm.
No. So we pushed a snapping turtle across the road on their way to the grocery store. And then on the way home from the grocery store, why don't you just hand her yours, Patti?
Yeah, I can do that.
On the way home from the grocery store, the snapping turtle was peeking his head back out like he was going to go back into the road. And we didn't stop to help him again. So we're like, whatever.
One time's good.
Or because Jason said he accidentally flipped him over. And so then he like had to flip him back over because he's like trying to attack him. So
that better?
When you do that.
So
what do you do?
He's like, he told me I had to move it closer to my
Oh,
face,
yeah.
and I hate that.
So Jason's like, the snapping turtle sitting there waiting for me to get revenge. And then we have a lot of painted turtles that lay eggs in our yard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
in your driveway, though, right?
all over the
Do
driveway,
they just, like,
the
drop
yard.
them? They don't like bury them. Or
No, they do. They like dig down into the yard and then they lay eggs, but they do it all over the place.
Oh,
so our hose box thing, it like tipped over because it's not. We can't like put it down into the ground.
I just want to say, Bill, thank you for spelling my name right.
Thank you. Perfect.
Oh, good. Okay.
And a turtle got stuck in the hose box, and he's like trying to get out the other day. He finally did. A big painted turtle, and then we have a baby painted turtle that's now a pet.
Is it doing okay?
Yeah, he's doing fine. How's Sedona's doing?
So after I saw this turtle, friends were over and there was a little tiny turtle in our pool. Aww. So Houston's friend saved the turtle, and then Sedona was convinced that she needed to have a pet because I was convinced we should just bring it to Britain's so it can be friends with her pet.
Turtles don't like to live together.
They were going to throw it in the yard, so she put it in a bowl, and we were trying to get advice from Britain on how to save the turtle. Yeah. The turtle cage did come the next day or 2 days later, and he seems to be doing fine.
Yeah. Well, and we were reading that those baby turtles can go like 7 days without eating.
Oh, really?
So we weren't sure he was eating at first. So it was like we were getting kind of concerned, especially when it can go 7 days.
Yeah. She put like 20 nuggets in there.
Oh, no. We put like 2 or 3 in the morning and like 2 or 3 at night. But we don't put them in the water. We put them up on the ledge.
Oh, I thought there was a little thing for it.
But you could put them in there too.
But it said just give them enough that they eat. And she sent me a picture and it's just full. The whole thing's full. I'm like,
well, he throws them in the water if we do that. And the water gets really gross really fast. So we just give them a couple, like 2 in the morning.
Clean the water.
How big are these turtles going to get?
The ones we see in the yard are about this big.
Okay. So do we release them when they get big?
We probably will.
But will they be like, because they've been in captivity, not know how to catch their own food? Or turtles not really like that?
I think they'll figure it out. I don't know. We'll look it up or we'll get a bigger enclosure.
I felt bad. Well, because I thought that the turtle was probably going to go find its family. No. But they don't do that.
No.
Do turtles, they have to hibernate, right? Like, what do they do in the water?
Oh my gosh. So only 1% of turtle eggs actually make it like back to the water, or like less than 1% or something, which is pretty wild. But in the winter in Michigan, and I only know this because we just went to Kensington Wildlife Park for my daughter's field trip, and they explained this. I had no clue. Painted turtles will bury themselves in the ground for 4 to 5 months, and they do not breathe the entire time that they are buried under the ground.
What?
4 to 5 months?
Yeah, whole winter. They bury themselves.
I actually saw a video where these people have pet turtles.
And they dig holes.
They literally bury them in the ground.
Yes.
And then they're like, okay, it's springtime. Let's dig
our turtles out. And then they undig their turtles.
And
it's a freaking plant
I'm not even kidding. Like a zombie.
Like they dig them 2-3 feet down in the ground.
And I remember seeing this going, what is happening? Like, and I didn't put this together.
Yeah, it's very real. They hibernate.
Yeah. Let's go plant our turtles.
Yeah,
dig them up
like
in the spring.
bulbs.
And you don't have to do that, but people do bury their turtles for the winter.
Bizarre. They're like, Eleanor is just
so they don't eat, they don't breathe,
they don't breathe, and they
just go into high. I mean, if we could figure that out, that'd be amazing.
It's
not breathing.
It's just wild. I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, I guess that wouldn't really extend your life. You'd just waste your life. But unless you just like paused it.
Yeah. And then you know how we have box turtles? The box turtles. Again, Kensington, whatever. But I never realized why they were called that. They have like this weird hinge on their shell. And so when they go into their shell, they can actually like fold the front part of their shell in like a box. So
like
that it's
so they hide like an anchilla. They have like what is a chinchilla?
An armadillo.
Whatever rolls up.
Yeah, the armadillo. But yeah, they have like an extra hinge on their shell, and they can like shut their shell, kind of.
Bizarre.
The store is closed.
Yeah. Wild.
That is crazy.
Wow, that's amazing. Animals are so amazing what they can do.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
I learned a lot at my 7-year-old's field trip.
Well, especially now that you have turtle eggs.
I just remember learning when I went to one of them. It's like I was actually just blown away because I just didn't know, because I'm like, oh, it's Eskimos, and they're like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. They're Inuit people or Inuits, and I'm like, I didn't know that. I had no idea because that's not what we were taught.
You were at a field trip when they said that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I liked it. Like, Dallas went bowling, and that was just pure chaos. A bunch of 5-year-olds trying to bowl was something. But I liked Estelle's because we actually learned something.
Yeah. And she likes to learn, so that's good.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go to Formar. But I guess you guys are farther south where that would make sense too.
Yeah, I think they'd probably be about the same either way. Yeah. But they did a class thing, and then we went on a hike. And there was a tour guide on the hike.
I have their American Girl set up for tomorrow night.
We have not read the book, so you might want to read it with them.
Where all the stuff is set up that you've been buying?
Well, it's they're different time periods, so we're doing the colonial ones.
What do you mean? We can only play with colonial first, and then these ones are dead. We go to the next one.
Yeah, because they're all sorted. And so they're all sorted and organized.
Somebody got a little obsessed with American Girl again recently. And so she gave me the Felicity book so that she can set up the whole all the Felicity stuff.
Felicity and Elizabeth.
You do jump from this collecting to this collecting.
She completes it and then has to start something new.
Department 56. Mm-hmm. Now, let's get some American Girls.
It is an issue.
You did your Hull pottery. You did the Ray Dunn for a minute. Yep. You're a collector.
You're a collector.
I am.
Not a hoarder. Just a collector.
I have lots. My basement would agree with you.
Hey, it's an organized hoard for the most part.
Yeah, it's actually really organized. So, and I'm pretty excited because I've gotten some pretty cool things from local people. Because American Girl dolls I think they're 18 inches. So their beds and houses and stuff that they have, it's you just don't realize the scope of how big it is. Yeah. And then I go pick it up and I'm like,
Yeah, so I want to see what this looks like.
Kevin's meeting someone in Ann Arbor Friday to get something for her.
Oh my gosh.
She's in Ohio. She's very sweet.
Oh, she's driving up this far?
She is. She is going there for something else. So she's meeting them there. She said, I'll meet you halfway. I think she's in Dayton or something.
That's kind.
Oh, that's really nice. That's right over the border.
It's an hour and a half away.
It's not that far.
And she was very nice. And I'm like, it's a $70 item. You're going to drive an hour. Yeah. But she's a school teacher. So she's like, come out of school.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Go to Ann Arbor for the day, get some nice food.
I'm like, okay.
Super kind of her.
I always forget that Ann Arbor is really not that far.
It's not. And they have so many good restaurants.
Right? Not that far. It's just obviously traffic and parking can really suck.
Yes.
But
as we experienced during Hash Bash, which we were not there for Hash Bash, let me go ahead and say.
Yeah, you could definitely tell it was going on though.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for my mom's handicap sticker. Thank you,
Mom.
Not have but oh my gosh, but I tried to parallel park and I'm it was full at it. This guy was laughing at me at the street. I almost just gave my keys and said, "Can you please?" And people are in line trying to get by
she's blocking
me too.
Traffic
I'm blocking everything.
The whole road.
3, 4, 6 times.
Dayton's in Southern Ohio, so that is far.
Is it is it Dayton? Maybe it's not. I thought it was
Toledo's
oh, it's Toledo.
That's where Brandon lives.
I am geographically challenged for sure. Oh, I didn't know he lived there. I should have been like, Brandon.
Go pick it up for me.
Well, Jason's going there this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's funny.
So totally could have.
Could have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that though. I don't like sleeping without.
I don't like being. House. I don't mind going away, but I don't like being in the house by myself.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna like it.
I don't have any problem at all. Here
you can come stay with me.
And here's how far I can
come camp out.
Right. I've got to
bring the dogs, bring the kids.
Parallel parking challenge. You know what? Don't they make cars that parallel park for us now? Why don't we all have those?
I hate parallel parking, even for my test. So the guy that was giving me the test, he was a very large man, and he didn't put a seatbelt on, and I'm like, this is a test, so I'm like, hey, are you going to put your seatbelt on? And he's like, oh, honey, the seatbelt isn't going to fit me. And I'm just like, oh, great. Now I've offended this guy. my teacher. And then he told me to parallel park, and I had been crying with my dad he was trying to teach me, and it was not a good experience. And so the guy said, he put these cones up and he said, okay, if you don't knock over the cones, I'll pass you. And I'm like, challenge accepted. So I parallel parked about 10 feet away from the curb. And he's like, and I said, I didn't knock over any of the cones.
You also didn't come within
and
10
he's
feet
like,
of them.
fair.
That's what I said.
Because he said, oh, you didn't want to go pick them up. He said, I'll pass you if you don't, I don't want to pick up the cones. So just don't knock them over. So I didn't knock any over. And he just looked at me. I said, I didn't knock down any cones. And he's like, fair. I'll pass you.
That sounds like you.
My middle son during his test, like just completely backed over the cones. And I'm like, oh, he failed. No, they passed him.
I passed him. And then he's like, I'm going to tell you to stop and do it, but don't be too aggressive about it, but stop when I say. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, stop. And I'm like, are you really saying stop? He's like, yes, I'm really saying stop. Oh,
You really asked him that.
but I'm like, do you mean now? He's like, yeah. I mean, that was kind of the warning I just gave you.
Oh my
You weren't one of those cars where they have the control on that side too.
No, we didn't have that at all.
We had that. Not for the driving test. You had to do your own car for the driving test.
That's why I
in
got a
driver's
Geo
training.
Metro, because I had a parallel park and flip when I waitressed down at a bar, and I'm like, Kevin wanted to buy me something, and I'm like, I think the smallest car possible is good.
They never have any street spots down there either.
No. But then I was in the ramp. I'd go in the ramp, but I had a stick.
Oh.
So I'd be like rolling backwards.
Oh my God.
That was me on the fork truck yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had to hand load our UPS yesterday, and our UPS driver got it stuck.
Because of the angles, you can't hand load it.
Yeah.
Because of how the dot goes to the truck. It's like this. You can't hand load it.
Oh.
So then he got on the truck and pushed it in, but then it was still stuck. So then him and Britton went around the side, and I had to get on the truck, but it was it's on an incline, so it just kept going backwards.
Well,
so I had both
what
feet
happened
on the brake.
is because
Okay,
the
this
pallet.
sounds like I hope nobody's listening to this.
Right.
I don't hear any of this.
What happened is because we were trying to hand load
it.
it, the pallet got stuck at an angle. So
the hand pallet.
No. So Jared was like,
oh no, but whatever.
He's like,
I call him by his full name too.
I can drive a fork truck, if you're okay with that. But because of the angle we had to put the forks into the pallet, it went under one of the boards. And we couldn't like get it out of the board because the truck's at this angle. So it's just like an angles game. So then we took the hand truck and put it in the front of the pallet, and then he was able to get all the weight off the fork truck.
Oh my
and pull
gosh.
it out.
How long did this take?
Like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I envision this half hour.
No,
thing.
it was like
Branson,
5
why
minutes.
did you leave early?
It was just we thought we could hand load it, and it turns out you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if you went backwards or something.
Unloaded by hand because you got the angle.
Yeah.
You know, but
and
loading.
I think our angle's worse than it used to be as well.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah,
gosh.
Yeah.
We do
just going, I don't have to go to this.
have our Father's Day sale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Father's
going
Day is
on
coming
this week.
Yeah. We've got the weekly giveaway still.
Yeah,
I have
the new
presents
kinds.
for my father, so I'm
Oh.
excited to have those already.
I've got to get
That's
those
good.
figured out.
It's so hard to think about. My dad would never watch this, or I'd say, I don't think my dad would ever watch this.
I don't know.
I like
know.
the mini
I mean,
museum
we're doing
idea.
the golf thing, so I kind of
yeah.
figure that's, you know.
Yeah.
I'm excited about my dad's.
Yeah.
I got it. It's teeny
Oh,
tiny.
yeah,
It's so teeny tiny.
Yeah. I'm going to look that up for my dad too. That might be a good idea. You're just hard to shop for, you know?
I feel good. It's nice when you like have, like, I feel good about the gifts that I got everybody, which is not always the case.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh,
it's like, here's a gift card to Home Depot or.
I got Jason and Dallas matching shoes, and he already has them because the box came and said "Hey Dude" all over it. And he's like, "What'd you get from Hey Dude?" And I was like, "But they're like little America, like 4th of July's,
cute.
And they only had his size and Dallas's size.
Oh, that's cute.
So they got matching shoes.
Did the kids like their shoes? Did you give them to them?
Oh yeah.
I love Hey Dude.
I got the kids little Crocs with Grogu.
Oh, cute.
And they already like have the stuff
The
on them,
little
the little
charms.
charms,
Oh,
like cool
nice.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
and
were
they have
very
his face
excited.
on them.
Oh, cute.
Which I didn't know London loves Grogu so much.
Mhm.
She
No
was
idea.
like, she got a stuffed Grogu, and I think she might have had tears in her eyes
Really?
looking at him. She thinks he is so cute. So she set him up by
He's
her
so
bed,
cute.
That's so
and
cute.
every time she walked in, she just get the biggest smile on her face. And he watched her sleep, and she's just like, "Oh, Grogu, I love you."
He is very cute.
It
That's
was
fun.
adorable.
Morning, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
So
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Father's Day sale. Do you guys have plans for Father's Day yet?
I think we're probably just gonna maybe my son's got a pool now, my oldest son. So I think
Okay.
we'll just go to his house and swim and cook out.
oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we went over there this last weekend, and my youngest son brought 2 friends. They're in the pool for 5.5 hours.
Nice.
And
He
I was
does
just
love
like,
pools.
oh my God. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay,
Great.
that's fine. Have fun. It started raining. I'm like, hey, did you guys want to get out? They're like, no, we're fine. I'm like, it's like below 70 now outside. They're like,
They
nope,
don't
we're
care.
fine. We're fine. And I'm like, okay, you see
Is it
lightning, you get
heated?
out. Nope.
We were
Oh,
like
wow.
that as kids,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
The lake, anything.
Well, I'm just trying to remember, like, what age are you where you just, like, don't want to be all day in the pool anymore? You
Well,
know?
did they get out to pee?
They surely did not. So,
Okay.
Gross.
I'm
They're
guessing
making
they
their own
didn't.
warmth.
Yeah.
The
Gross.
chlorine drop
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
quick.
Nick, throw some extra shock in the pool.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, I'm
funny.
not sure what age you just like don't want to be in the pool all day anymore. But I mean, he's 13, and that's 5.5 hours, and they're like, we never want to leave. We want to stay in. I'm like, okay, well, the only way I got him out was like, okay, you guys want to go get ice cream?
Yeah. I mean, Jason and the kids go in the
Just
pool.
feed them in the
almost-
pool.
They literally go in the pool almost every day.
They did. They asked if they could eat in the pool, and I said no.
No.
You
Definitely
must
not.
get out
That's
and
funny.
eat.
I'm always like, I don't want to get my hair wet.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I know, it's
But if
gotta
they
be
have
pretty
people to play
warm.
with, because I always felt bad when we'd go to like hotels and stuff. Lane would like, hey, get in with me, and I'm like, I don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy just sitting in the pool for 5 hours.
Oh, it's
but,
just a stupid pool game. So, like, can you swim with one arm?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
Swim
like-
backwards with one arm. you
How
know?
long can you hold your breath?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or water
Constant.
aerobics.
It's fun, though. It's good
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, I mean, definitely more exercise than he's gotten in a while. So we'll call it a win.
Oh, that's great. How deep is it?
I don't know, maybe 4 feet.
Oh, okay.
you know?
So they can touch.
Yeah, up to their
Yeah.
chest
Mhm,
probably. you
mhm.
know?
Yeah, that's how ours is. Well, I mean, it's above ground, so you can touch everywhere.
Yeah. And then they jump from that to the hot tub. And they're like, this hot tub has a massage chair. It's the greatest hot tub of all time.
The rental
Yeah.
car.
Oh, that Grand
I
Wagoneer.
am
What?
those Wagoneers
They're
are
so
so
nice.
nice.
So, what was it? Last October, we got to. Bye,
Bye,
Bill.
Bill.
Have a great week. We got to Florida, and they were like out of cars, and I had paid for an SUV or a standard size SUV, like nothing crazy. And we got there, and they only had one premium SUV left, and it was a Grand Wagoneer, fully loaded.
Nice.
And I'm talking massage chairs, heated cool
Yes.
seats in every
Yes.
seat.
This had I like got massages every time I was in the car.
And
It's in the
it's screen
passenger
controls
chair.
Was it an
for
actual
everything.
massage or
An
just
actual
the
massage
vibrator?
chair.
'Cause I don't
No,
know.
it's
if it's
actual, like, the
vibration.
It's like you can do the waterfall.
Yeah.
You can do the
You're kidding.
no.
And not just the front too. It was like
And then the
all
whole
four.
thing opens up. The
Yeah.
whole, it
But
is.
it's probably way
oh, it
above my
was
price
so
range.
expensive. So yeah, Crystal got there this time and she texted me. She goes,
They
"We
were late
got the
coming in.
Wagoneer."
No.
Because
I know
they
they
were
pulled
late.
up. I'm like, this is cute.
Yeah,
Oh my
you said that the
gosh.
other
That's a
day
cheap
too
one,
in the
right?
parking lot. You were like, "Oh, what's
I did
that?"
see that
Yeah.
at the restaurant where we leave it.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
what
it's
is
like
that?
the third row Jeep. Is that what that is? the
No,
Wagoneer?
no, it's like,
It's like a Suburban
Yukon
or
or like a Yukon
Denali
XL,
or
but-
whatever.
Oh, okay. Who makes it?
Jeep
Jeep.
though.
Oh, Jeep.
But
does,
it's like
okay.
$120,000.
Yeah. You pay for that massage, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, but if you went from a weekly massage and you maybe
It was
you
so
know.
nice though. There were air vents everywhere,
Yeah.
you know, that were adjustable. It was very,
I
very,
didn't like
it's
having
pretty.
the
It's
screens
pretty.
back by the kids because the kids kept screwing with the screens.
Oh yeah.
And then at one point, one of them colored with crayon on the screen. And I'm like,
Oh,
this is on our car.
yeah.
Well, I didn't know that lemon law is a real thing though, talking about cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If your like car in the first year or something is in the shop more than 30 days or 40 days, something, I can't remember. It's can be subject to lemon law, or you have 3 like repairs. My husband's getting a new car.
Really?
Yeah, but he went through some janky people to try to do it, and they like negotiated a horrible deal. Great for them, bad for us. We had to actually pay to give the car back, and they made money
after paying for it the whole time it's in the shop too.
And he hasn't been able to drive his car for 4 months. We had to pay for 4 months for a car we couldn't even drive. So Logan researched it and said, contact the Better Business Bureau, and they have a whole team dedicated to this.
Really?
And so GM contacted it, and we're getting a brand new car.
Wow.
Like we give them our car and get a new car.
That's great though, because I've heard other people who like their car's been in the shop for 6 months, they can't figure it out, and then nothing within that time frame.
There's been 3 major things wrong with the car. I've got no faith. And car payments now are 6 years or whatever. Your car's got to last 6 years to even have it paid off.
Yeah.
And it would not last 6
Deborah,
years.
I want to be in a pool all day if it's heated.
If it's heated, like 78.
Yeah.
No,
I really want a
yours
swim
is like
spa.
85.
Yeah, yours is nice.
Oh, I think I like an 81.
Yeah.
81 to 83.
Yeah, yours is nice.
Otherwise, it's chilly.
Well, speaking of cars, though, you can go back to our friend Kathy, who had a woodchuck chew up the inside of her car.
Oh my gosh.
She said she must have drove like an hour with this thing in her grill.
She went to a park and like went on a walk and then came home.
She met the grandkids or whatever, so she parked near the woods because for whatever to have it in the shade.
Yeah, and she just went on a hike and then got home and then like I think went out the next morning.
They backed the car out of the garage and there was oil and stuff everywhere,
all over.
And then when you open the top of it, it was just like completely chewed to bits. And this is a 3-week-old car, by the way.
Yeah, they were like she had a video of shining the light in the grill, and you could literally see it. In there,
and there was a woodchuck trapped. But the best part,
this is my favorite part.
The best part is she takes it to the deal, or they towed it to the dealership, and the woodchuck gets out in the dealership.
Yeah, they
had to trap it because they didn't want it to get in another. They didn't want it to get in another car.
Like this woodchuck just has like a.
And the insurance people are like, we should do a commercial on this. Like who?
Well, because they have the mayhem, whatever insurance.
Yeah, the destruction was.
It was total.
Unbelievable.
It was
crazy.
Anything like it.
Oh yeah, Deborah says hers is 86.3. There you go.
Yeah, that's way to do
nice.
it.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. Yeah, I asked her to Kathy to send me the video of the destruction that the woodchuck did. I've never seen anything like it.
It was wild.
But and this poor woodchuck, he's just trying to get out.
Yeah. He's just like tearing everything up. But like the top of the hood,
he ate all the foam, all the lines, everything.
I don't know what he was doing in there, but
trying to escape.
You didn't have to get up there in the first place, woodchuck.
Well, he's like, get me out of this place.
You made a poor choice.
It's like when you get in and you can't back out.
Yeah.
Well, they probably are like that. I mean, they're pretty hefty.
Well, and the front of it, like, I mean, you see
I wonder if it's filled with foam.
He was like filled almost the whole grill. Yeah.
He was not.
Well, probably because he's filled with foam now. He's probably just stuffed.
That's crazy. Poor guy.
Oh, okay. We've talked and rambled probably long enough.
So Father's Day sale this week. Lots of gift baskets.
Yes.
The new K-Cups are up and live, and some new straights are live as well. Unflavored coffees.
Yeah.
And more are coming.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yes.
And we've got 0 to 60, right?
0 to 60 is up. CB Select is up.
Okay. If you need a little extra
Pacific Dark, I think, is coming today. Okay. That's like a nice dark roast.
And the Tiramisu and La Manita.
Those are
already up.
And then
and we're going to talk about later, but we've got really investing in this Costa Rica thing after going there and just watching them with their daycare and the kids and just they're such a wonderful farm.
That's when my dentist said
September.
So we'll be talking about that in the come fall. Yeah. About our new initiative.
Yes. I'm excited.
To help kids.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Well, have a wonderful week.
We have to end too.